Well, this was a huge year for you, especially getting the Lifetime Achievement Awards at the daytime.
Lifetime Achievement Awards from the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. Let me tell you how it happened. One of our great producers, Greg Meng, came by the house to give me a pair of vases, which he had purchased at an antique store that my mother had sold to the antique store. That we discussed it, and he decided to give them to me because they had belonged to my mother. That was pretty great. He comes in with the box of vases. I'm very excited. We're standing by the dining room table. Oh, look, can't wait to get my hands on them. And then he says, now wait. And he takes out his phone. So, just a minute. Puts the phone on the dining room table. And he says, this is...
Who am I talking to? David Michaels. Oh, David Michaels, president of the Academy. And what do you have to say, David?
And David says, you two have been chosen to have the Lifetime Achievement Award this year.
Yes.
I thought maybe it was just for Billy, because Billy deserves it, because he's like the grandfather of television. He started in television in 1949, so he really... But I was in on it too, so it was a great...
It was a big
And
day.
you also had the nomination, too, at the same time.
And I had
so
a
that was
nomination for
terrific.
supporting actress. It was my 5th nomination in my career.
It's a
And
wonderful day.
still didn't get it, but
But, you got a lot of acclaim and attention.
now claiming attention, and we've also got the 2 Emmys on the piano. It's great.
Yes.
Now I don't have to ask where you keep your Emmy.
On the piano, on the
There they
piano.
are. We walk by and go polish
Polish
them.
them not too hard because the gold does come off.
Yes.
You have to be
polish
very
wow.
careful. Very careful.
Okay. Well, I love the speech that you guys gave.
Thank
How
you.
How long did you work on it? Did you write it together like
Oh,
you write your books?
certainly.
I would
Certainly.
say it took us months. We worked on it. This is what we're going to
As
say.
soon as they
and
told
then
us we could do a speech, how many
they-
minutes?
They asked us to make an acceptance speech. And we decided early on that we wanted to, they mentioned nostalgia. The evening is going to be about nostalgia, so say something about that. So half of our speech was pretty well written because it was nostalgia. But we wanted to say something in addition. And
About the future?
That took a lot of changes. We wrote it one way, and it kept changing right down to the last
Right
day.
down to the day, and rehearsing it every single day. And of course, we didn't have cue cards for our speech. And we also were told we were going to be brought out from the wings. No, that when the moment came, you go up the stairs. Oh, okay. So I relaxed and enjoyed the evening a little bit more after the speech. But it was such a great evening for Days of Our Lives because we got writers, best show, directors, leading man, supporting actor. I was sorry to drop the ball in my category, but it was still a great night for Ken Corday and all the fans of Days of Our Lives.
Yeah, it was an incredible night. I also have to give you guys props. I loved the Halloween episode. You guys looked like you were having a fun time.
We were. It was wonderful.
Bill was having fun. I was bewildered.
Really?
Really, I could hardly keep up with where we were
Because
going.
I've read so many people on social media saying that you really got Ruth Gordon, that you were...
Well, we got a copy of Rosemary's Baby so we could do it. And here's the, sort of interesting. We go on stage, I do the first rehearsal, and they came over and said, no, not so much Ruth Gordon. I said, what? He said, well, it hasn't been cleared with legal. We don't want to get sued. I said, you wrote this show without clearing it with legal?
Huh, that is interesting.
So I went ahead with what I had planned, and because we shoot very fast, they bought it.
And Susan was great.
And so were
with
you.
Her, with her funny
We're
New York accent,
New York
you know.
accent.
It was
You're
wonderful.
the New Yorker. I'm
Yeah.
not the New Yorker. Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, well, I could tell you guys were having fun doing that, yeah.